In today's episode of the Platform Presents podcast, I got a very interesting guest here with me today. I'm with Apoorv Sharma, and he's hailing over from the folks at Market8. And they essentially partner with you guys out there to accelerate your software as a service product, right? They basically, you know, basically partner with SaaS founders to achieve the vision faster. And now we want to really figure out what that actually means, how they're supporting SaaS founders in their way, and yeah, how Apoorv is thinking about growth for the company. So welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Lucas.
Yeah, so maybe give us a quick 360 overview. What is Market8 all about in your own words?
Yeah, so Market8 is a boutique SaaS digital marketing agency, and we call ourselves a SaaS growth marketing agency. And we've been in the market for the past 12 years. The company was founded by Eduardo and Sandra. The current CEO is Paul Stephenson. And we usually go after mid and small size companies who are looking to grow and scale. And those are usually a SaaS. A lot of our clients are into MarTech, construction tech, and we do have non-SaaS clients too, which are doing pretty well. We have separate teams, we have different pods, how we work with them. And yes, so that's been our focus for the past 12 years.
Gotcha. Okay. So, what state does a company need to be in order to be a great partner? Is there a certain scale that you already need to have? Is it, from the get-go? Like, where do you typically step in?
I think the where we are able to help most is when there is a market validated product that the company has, and then we can put fuel on the fire. We have different SOPs, we have different charts made up to how to scale quick. And people take 9 months, 1 year. We can do it in 6 months, 3 months, because we already have those all set up for different clients. And that's where we help them the most. But we also do market validation for bigger clients. We also help them in the first step. So those are the two kind of clients that we work with.
I see. And when you say put fuel to the fire, maybe explain us a little bit, like how do you put fuel to the fire? What's the types of services that people could expect?
Yeah, so we go into paid, we go into SEO, we do a lot of CRO, we optimize the website, we go to different channels, different distribution channels, we go into LinkedIn groups, we go into Facebook, depending on what kind of client it is. If it's an enterprise client, for some people, we also do just LinkedIn posts, and that helps. It can be as simple as that, and it can really add to your network, and people are asking you about your product. Or it can be a full-fledged, full-service system where we are doing a little of everything, and we're going after the right keywords, we're going after the right paid searches, audiences. And the best part about the whole thing is that the time we do that in is really short. Like if an agency takes a month for something, we'll take 15 days, because we have all those workshops going on an everyday basis. We do team workshops, 4-hour workshops. We start in the morning, we make sure we finish by the end of the day. So yeah, that's how we do it.
Awesome. That sounds like actually a lot of action happening when working with you guys. So now it's obviously SaaS founders that you working for. How do these guys learn about you? Maybe tell me about sort of the channels that they work through in order to get started with Market8.
Yeah, I think as of now, for a marketing agency, there are a couple of different channels. One is obviously the website. What one very huge channel is referrals, because when people are happy with us, they refer us, and that's how we're getting new clients. Other channels are being on the HubSpot marketplace for agencies, and then people go have a look at the whole directory, and they see us and they see our reviews, and we get calls from there, we get emails from there. And then we're also doing outbound. So if we're going for martech companies, and we already have martech clients that are successful, we show them our success stories, and we let them know, okay, this is what we recently did with these companies, and this is what we can do with you. So some kind of outbound campaigns like that. But I think those are 4 or 5 of the different channels that we're working with right now.
I see. Very cool. Now, you mentioned actually the website there to be like an important part of the journey to getting started with Market8. How do you think about the website? Like, what role do you think it plays in their journey of getting started with you guys?
Yeah, I think it plays a big role. I think one is that it shows the character of the company. It shows a little bit of the culture of how it is. And also, I think when they go to the website right now, if you see there's this thing called, we have it on the announcement bar. It's called data-led program. So what we do is, instead of just pitching someone as a client, someone who comes to the website, instead of just seeing us as an agency, they can also look at us as a program that we can do with them. So they click on that, they go through those steps. It's basically a 3-month program where we're saying, okay, we do this for growth strategy, and then we see if we are the right fit. So people are very interested in that. People want to go step by step. They don't want to like commit to a retainer. um, in the beginning, you want to get your foot in the door, even it's easy for them to do it. So that's an important channel, that, and we already have steps inside that. It's like a course. It's not exactly a course, but it has steps like a course. So people like to go through that whole journey and step by step, and like just know if we are the right fit or not, and that's how they can discover us.
I mean, it seems like a very interesting upper funnel conversion goal, right? To get people
Mhm.
into that journey. What have you learned? What is important when doing a program like that at sort of, the beginning stages of the buyer's journey? What is actually important? Because I mean, 3 months is a time commitment, of course. Like,
Mhm.
what have you found to be key?
I think what those 3 months teaches us is that what's really important is managing expectations. Those 3 months teaches us what not to do going forward, because as an agency, and it's common with all agencies, right? You go in with a client and you start doing something, and then after 2 months you realize whatever you've done is not what they wanted, or whatever you've done is not what the market wanted, right? And this cycle just keeps going on and on and on. And at the end, you're not happy, or the client is not happy, and you wasted a certain amount of time. And we've been through that too. But what this program does is that it basically clears out that path for us. In this whole 3 months, we can figure out, okay, this is what we need to do, this is what we not need to do, and the client is already okay with it. So we manage expectations
Mm.
beforehand, so that just helps us go ahead and not have any like irregularities or any problems. So we can just stick to a path, because how important it is to stick to a strategy and not just move around too much left to right. So I think it just opens up that door of trust, and just letting each other do what we need to do.
Very good. Cool. Let's switch gears a little bit, right? Let's talk a little bit about yourself as a founder, or as a not as a worker that works towards having founders to drive the sort of their growth. Um, Maybe one last piece actually on the website before we move on, because what's interesting to me is you mentioned that you offer that interesting conversion goal. What have you learned over the years when it comes to actually driving conversions on the website itself? Like, is there any tools, methods, approaches? I mean, you work with a lot of clients and do CRO as well. Like, what have you learned is really important when trying to improve conversions, on your clients
Yeah.
or even your own website?
Yeah, I think the number one thing is trust. When a visitor comes to your website should be able to establish trust, right? Like, I don't want to go to a website, and I don't want to go to a very good looking website, and at the end of the day, I just see that it's just a website and there's not much of a team behind it, there's nothing much, it's just a front. I think good CRO means establishing that trust. I think if you have a product, if we've also done like small things for our clients, like if we're saying try the product for free, instead of just having that CTA, we've added no credit card required in like small brackets below,
Yeah.
and that has helped a lot. And for example, for other clients, it's been showing proper G2 reviews, and sometimes even like showing reviews repeatedly on the page has helped us. Like in the beginning, we're showing a G2 symbol, and then we go down, and then we see testimonials, and then we go down, we see like different ratings, and just repeating those couple of times helps some clients. uh, Also, I think that's my view, a good design is also something that about conversion. So having good design on the website, a good layout, a clean layout, has helped us getting conversions. Not sticking to the block format that comes in templates has gotten us better conversions. And obviously, last but not the least, the messaging and copy is the biggest thing that drives conversions. If you go to a path which is not safe, you take some risk with messaging and copy, I think it can pay off really well sometimes.
Okay, yeah, very good. Sounds really good. Now, I would love to switch gears a little bit, and as we slowly coming to the end of the interview, ask you a couple of questions to get to know you and your journey a little bit better. We got some rapid fire questions to get to know our guests towards the end of the show a little bit. Are you ready for those?
Yeah, for sure.
Very cool. So what is the last book that you read?
That's a good one. Actually, I've read it the second time, but it was Seven Habits of Effective People.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What is the one single thing that your company is focused on the most at the moment?
I think what we are focused most is definitely getting results for our clients. But on the other hand, we're focused on a particular niche now, like MarTech companies. That's because we've gotten them great success. We're also into construction tech, so we're like double downing on those two areas.
Very good. What's the one thing that you would fix for your role in your company if you would have a magic wand? Like, what's the one thing that you would fix in your daily work?
I think processes. Processes would be one because I love being efficient. I love doing work in less hours that would take more hours generally. So that's something I would love to change on a consistent basis.
Mm-hmm. And for the very last question, if today would be your very first day joining Market8, what's the one advice that you would give yourself?
I would say take more risk, do more experiments. Uh, don't marry to your idea. Just go ahead, try different things. You never know what sticks with the people. So that would be something that I would like to relearn if I ever restart.
Very cool. Thanks a lot for joining Pathmark Presents today.
Thank you.